muscle for the first down. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Always loud and passionate, these folks are ready to roar. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 11th ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. flyyyC Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Knights will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the option play here. He's past the marker and still going. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. A short completion of the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
He's found some room at the 45. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down and load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First down, looking to throw the football. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to chuck it again. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after.
Kick is good. That ties the game.
kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Not a penalty called too often in football, but we see it here. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pressure gets to him again.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Seventh play of the drive coming up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Knights trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down here for this offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCF 14, South Carolina 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Let's go. Dropping back. It's Sellers. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Football comes out. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Timber! Griffin! Hornet!
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And now to try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
The UCF offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offense.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here's the 2nd down play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, that's going to cost you.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And they get him down after the completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now play number 9 on this drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Knights.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
21, South Carolina, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but clears the sticks. First down. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Griffin.
To throw, it's Sellers. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Pressure is coming. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Always loud and passionate, these folks are ready to roar. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 11th ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gamecocks will kick this deep to start us off. Returner choosing to field this one. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Fights off a defender. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44. The Knights looking to keep this drive moving. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when they opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front.
Got a lane. Can he get in? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. Moves the ball up to the 30.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Sellers. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Here comes the bunch formation. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on second down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking for his back. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. And we're able to get him down. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's going to take off here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? The 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Might have to try the extra point. Knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Handoff to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Knights pick up enough for a 1st down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied at 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's running out of time here. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Knights looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14, South Carolina, 7.
This one will be fair caught. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's an option look. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today with this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we can see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. First and goal for the offense.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
They're going to run the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Running through the tackle. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front.
Sacked on heavy pressure there. The Knights come up to the line in a hurry. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
Now it's second down here. Here comes a handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Knights pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. They'll hand it off. Hard running through a tackle. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, after a huge gain on the ground, they come back and throw the football, and the quarterback's on his back. The offensive line's got to do a good job of not just with the run blocking, but taking care of their quarterback and giving him a chance to throw the ball.
They look to throw it here on second down. Finds his man. It's Richardson. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain on the play. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A handoff to the back. And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the same runner's got it again. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away.
South Carolina, 14.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The key on a 3rd down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
We'll try to run it with the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Escapes the pocket, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Good enough for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the margin. So the offense calls a timeout here as their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. The attempt is no good. This game remains tied in the second quarter. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Running past the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here's the option play. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. And the Gamecocks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal. They're going to run the option. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they go in front here in the second half. And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The 1st down pickup tackled at the 45. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The Knights have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 45. They're head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try the right here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up second down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They try to run it with the option. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And so after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He shreds the tackle. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. We got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Play action fake, looking to throw. He flips it to the back across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
They'll try the option play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the completion made. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The quarterback's got it on the option. And he's past the 45.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Gets the first and still running. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in 1 game? What a day.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking downfield. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Touchdown, Knights. This quarterback on fire today. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, UCF. Strong game by this quarterback. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Point after, knocked right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll toss it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, that's a big play here for this running back. Let's face it, he hasn't had a great day, but I'll tell you what, when it really matters to be able to convert like that, help keep that clock moving, they're getting closer to a victory.
The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Picks up the first and is still going. Got space, looking to score. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. They will try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there. 2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch downfield. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I don't know about you, but you can almost feel the level of anxiousness that's going through this stadium right now. He picked up that first down, and without it, I think this game is over. I mean, when he took off, there was a...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
And he knocks through the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a three-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. To throw, it's Sellers. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 22. Not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Will hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48. Looking to throw it on first down. He's on the run. Launches deep. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And he drops back in the gun. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.